Hey, I'm Brandon with Cycle Gear, and we're here to take a look at the BiLT Pole Position Boots. Now, this is a great option for those of you out there looking for a full height, protective, sport-oriented boot at a great price point. So let's take a closer look and see how the Pole Position Boots could benefit your ride. The Pole Position Boots are coming in that sub $120 price range, and they're not only offering you something that's got that full height protection, but it's a boot that's going to be comfortable enough for you to wear for those longer days in the saddle. Now, one of the first things I wanted to touch on was the construction here. We've got a microfiber construction, which essentially means that it's going to be a synthetic leather. Now, while it may not break in like a traditional leather boot would, this is something that's going to offer you great abrasion resistance, and it's going to keep the costs low for the end user. Now, keep in mind, this boot is over $49, so it will ship to you for free. You also have the added benefit of buying online and shipping to one of our store locations where you can check out this boot in person with one of our gear experts. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out that I really like about this boot is the toe slider here. So if you're riding a bit more aggressive, this is going to help the toe actually guide across the tarmac if it's to come in contact with the ground and not pull your foot away from the bike, which is certainly not something you want, especially in the middle of a corner. Now, before I get too far along here with some of these features, I did want to discuss the fit. Now, the Pole Position boot is available in sizes 8 all the way up to a size 14, and it comes in 2 color options. Now, for reference, I typically wear an 11 to an 11.5. I'm actually wearing a size 12 in these boots. I found that it's a bit more of a Euro fit, which means it's going to be a bit more on the snug side of the spectrum there. If you're in between 2 sizes, I'd probably recommend going up with the larger of the 2. Now, if you're not sure about your particular size, feel free to use the store locator at cyclegear.com, and that will get you pointed in the right direction for a cycle gear shop closest to you. Our gear experts are in store ready to give you a personalized fitting to make sure that you've got a boot that fits you right the first time. Now, back to some of the finer details here with the boot. If we take a look at the toe, we've got a reinforced toe, and that's going to help with that impact protection. Now, moving down from the toe, we've got a shifter pad on both the left and the right side of the boot. That's not only going to provide you with some additional comfort, but it's also going to prevent premature wear in this area when you're manipulating your controls. Now, as I mentioned to you before, we've got this toe slider. That's a great addition for those aggressive riders out there. Now, if we flip the boot up, you're going to see that we have a rubber compound sole, and then we've got about a 1/2 inch step here at the heel. And this simply allows your foot controls to have something to grab onto. Now, if we move up from the heel here, you'll see that we have 4 vents on either side of the heel. And much like the toe, this is reinforced, which is going to contribute to that impact protection. And these vents are what's going to allow air to come into the boot and exit the boot to keep you comfortable when you're out there riding. We also have some perforation that moves up to the top of the boot, which is also going to let air flow through this boot as well. We've got this TPR ankle guard here that also has vents incorporated. Now, if we swing to the front of the boot, that's where you're going to see this shin guard that has a vent here on the side as well. Now, taking a closer look here below the shin guard, you're going to see these bellows. That's going to be on both the front and the back of the boot, and that helps provide some movement when you're manipulating your controls, when you're changing gears. It's going to help the boot feel like it's working with you and not against you when you're out there riding. Now, moving over to the interior of the boot here, you'll see that we have a zipper main entry, and then we have a Velcro closure at the top. This is going to allow you to fine-tune how tight this boot fits around your calf, so you can make those adjustments and make sure that you've got a nice snug fit. And if we take a closer look at the interior here, you're going to find this 3D mesh. This is not only very comfortable to wear, but it also creates a barrier for air to circulate throughout the boot. So this combination of the 3D mesh, the vents, and the perforation is what's going to keep you comfortable when you're out there riding in those really hot conditions. So there you have it. We've got a boot that's not only protective, but it's something that's comfortable enough to wear in those longer days in the saddle. But hey, if you're looking for more details, feel free to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, and that will take you to cyclegear.com. Or you can always head to one of our 130 store locations nationwide and check out this boot in person with one of our gear experts. Thanks for taking a look at the BiLT Pole Position Boots. I'm Brandon. We'll see you just around the corner.